What's up, DC fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, we've got another cool one for you, all the way from our super DC superheroes collection. I believe this came out in 1999. We bring you our Aquaman Silver Age collection. Another cool figure, like we said, from our DC Superheroes Silver Age collection line here at our museum. This was purchased in one of our big purchases that we made a while back from a eBay seller and collector. And what really blew us away when we made this purchase for all these beautiful figures is the condition. The absolute beautiful condition of these boxes and the figures therein. And this Aquaman figure is just absolutely gorgeous. Factory sealed, as you can see. Minty fresh. So minty fresh. He still has the packing plastic that he came with still wrapped around his waist. Not to mention he has another seal around him as well. Fastener. Selling point on this figure, like I said, he came. We bought a ton of these DC superhero figures, but the selling point on this particular Aquaman figure, look at the detail, the attention to detail and texture of the shirt, the orange shirt. I don't know what type of synthetic material that was used to create that, but it's absolutely beautiful. The head sculpt is original and unique to this figure. These figures were made beautifully. This is a Hasbro release. This was considered a deluxe figure on a deluxe scale. Look down there. You see inside the box. Right behind him, you see the big DC figure stand that he came with. The iconic Aquaman belt with the A logo there on the front. Gripping hands. Another fantastic feature. Like I said, these figures were made beautifully. This is not your father's or grandfather's Mego action figure from the 1970s. This figure was made on a much larger scale. This is a 9-inch body style, so he's much taller than your vintage retro Mego Aquaman figure. He's much taller, and points of articulation is far more superior as well. Guys, what do you think of our DC Superheroes Silver Age collection Aquaman? Do you have this guy? Are you looking for this guy? Let's turn this guy around. Like I said, the box is beautifully styled. Here you go. Let's give you a blown out shot of our Aquaman box here. Once again, still factory sealed. greatest heroes in the universe join forces to combat the world's most diabolical villains. If that doesn't get you excited about superheroes, I don't know what will. And for a lot of our comic book fans and collectors, we for the most part, everybody knows the background history of Aquaman. But the cool thing about this DC superheroes collection, Silver Age collection, they put all this beautiful information on the back. Real name, Aquaman's real name is Arthur Curry. Height 6 feet 1 inch. He's right around my height almost. Eye is aqua blue. Marital status, married. Here's the one that gets me. And maybe somebody can help me out with this. Why is Aquaman, who doesn't look it, he's 325 pounds. This is it's the density in the water. It makes him even, heavier. Or that's, for all of my comic book guys out there, leave a comment in the comment section. I would love to know why Aquaman is 325 pounds. His hair is blonde. Here's the back. So you can pause your video if you want to see this. Aquaman's an Atlantean. He can swim underwater at nearly 100 miles per hour. All of this wonderful, wonderful information. This is why, guys, I could never bring myself to destroy these beautiful, beautiful boxes. All this would be lost, if somebody back in, let's get you a date, 1999. If some kid from 1999 were to have ripped this box open and discarded it, you just wouldn't have the information. You wouldn't know a lot of the history behind this box. And I think that's the cool thing. And that's what we're trying to preserve here at the M.I.B. Master Museum. There's a DC logo there. Hasbro. Who at this point was still producing G.I. Joes. And they were making these guys too. Let's bring this guy down. Get you a closer look. There's the top of the box here. A lot of beautiful black paint to this box. And as you can see, it hasn't been rubbed off or bothered. And how it blends into the grays along the side. Just beautifully done. This is another one of my favorite superheroes, Aquaman. He didn't get a lot of fanfare, especially back in the 1970s when M.I.B released their first 4 superheroes. He was thrown in there. And the large part reason behind that was because of the the Super Friends cartoon series on Saturday mornings back in the 1970s. And M.I.B felt that Aquaman had a pretty good fan base already because he was on TV. So that's why he was really included as a M.I.B, one of the first M.I.Bs to be made, along with that first batch of M.I.Bs. Batman, Superman, Robin, and then Aquaman. This outfit is beautifully made. Can't see it, but get you around there. You can see that he's got his fins on the back there. I don't know what green material this is, but it's beautifully done. Just a super cool figure, and pricey. We got a good deal because we bought our guys, our DC superhero guys, bulk. But we did some pricing on these guys, and they're close to $40 individually by themselves. So they are quite pricey, especially if you want them in C10 museum quality example like this one. If you want them in this type of condition, then you're going to pay a little bit more. Expect to pay a little bit more. This figure is nearly 20 years old. So expect to pay a little bit for these guys. They're just not quite as common anymore. I don't know if that's because they just, Hasbro didn't make a ton of these guys. I don't know, but I was made aware of these figures by our good friend Count Stankus. Check his channel out. He made us aware of these beautiful figures, and that was the first time I actually heard about this toy line. So I immediately had to add this guy to our museum collection, and this entire collection of the DC Superheroes Silver Age. We wanted to add all these guys, and we have more on order. So definitely stay tuned, guys. We got more fun coming for you, more beautiful figures like this beautiful Aquaman, and you know the routine, guys. But I'll tell you anyway. God bless. And keep collecting.